Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Seasonal Tokens Podcast, where Polar interviews people so you can do more investing and less gambling.
Hello everyone, it is Polar here, the CMO of Seasonal Tokens. Welcome on another episode of the Seasonal Tokens podcast. Today we have another special guest from the Seasonal Tokens team. We have Mouph with us. Welcome, Mouph.
Hey everyone, thank you for having me, Polar.
It is my pleasure. So, thank you very much for accepting my invitation, and now it is time to start with the questions. So, can you introduce yourself and your background with a few words?
Yeah, okay, sure. Thank you again for the invitation. My name is Mouph. I'm known as Mouph, and I am the community advisor at Seasonal Tokens. I have been into crypto for almost year one of crypto. I mined a total of 3 Bitcoin back in the day, but long story short, I'll say this later, they got lost forever. Another thing I used to do is, I still do it, is NFT trading, NFT minting, and crypto trading, crypto advising. I've also had my own entrepreneurship life since I was 6 years old, and worked with local firms as a sort of creative advisor and helped search for problems and find their solutions, as well as build and sold Discord servers for fun.
Amazing background, and it sounds like you are very deep in crypto, which is amazing. So this gives me the hope that we have a lot of value to provide to the listeners today. So in the first place, what has attracted you to crypto?
Well, okay, so this brings me to the Bitcoin story. So it all started when I heard about Bitcoin and that it was a mineable and it was worth money. So I was very young and thought, hey, why not see what this is all about? I was a kid and I was like, let's make money. Long story short, I downloaded a bunch of miner software out of very sketchy sites. I also downloaded a lot of sketchy wallets and I was able to run and mine Bitcoin until I got a total of 3 Bitcoin. After that, when I tried to deposit or withdraw the money, actually, what happened was the computer got a virus, and that caused me to have to format it completely, and I lost the Bitcoin forever. And after I saw how Bitcoin rose in price and how crypto was going on and the technology that it brought with it, I was just so curious to dive back right in and try to make money again and try to ride this wave. That's it. Yeah,
this is a very sad story. And how much time actually was between this virus and you getting back to the crypto?
When I got hit the virus after almost a year of mining, and then when I went back into the crypto, it was actually 4 years ago only. So all this time I wanted to stay away. I didn't want to know what Bitcoin's price was because I didn't want to know how much I lost.
Very good way to protect your emotions and life, I would say. So from what I hear, you are dealing almost every day with crypto, so I suppose you are investing very actively in crypto and NFTs too, right?
I do actively invest in crypto and in NFTs. Actually, I invest monthly. So every single month I do dollar cost averaging. I get a amount of money that I can afford to lose, actually, and I put it in my strategy of investing crypto. Another thing is I like to cycle trade my seasonal tokens. Every month I also like to check what the prices of the tokens are, what's the least valued one, and if I can switch my tokens to it, so I'd have a higher number of tokens. And I also check my farms and the NFTs, if anything in the Discord servers, if there's anything that it needs updating or my attention, so I can deal with it.
Okay, so you mentioned dollar cost averaging, which we have heard many times, but before we started the recording, you mentioned a very interesting strategy to me about investing in crypto. So can you share more about it with our listeners?
Yeah, sure thing. So how I invest is I have, let's say 100% of my money is $1,000. So I get that $1,000 and I split it in two, so 50 and 50. I get the $500, the first one, and I directly enter the market with it. So let's say I go to the market right now, and let's say it's Ethereum, and Ethereum's price is $1,000. So I buy with the $500 0.5 ETH, and I keep that. And then I buy limit orders for the other 50%, which is the other $500. So it would buy more Ethereum when the prices go down, distributed among 4 different times. So for example, $200 when Ethereum is 900, another 100 when it is 800, another 100 when it is 700, and so on and so forth. So I put a line downwards of buy limit orders, and then I also put a sell limit order for the 0.5 Ethereum that I have. So I sell, for example, 0.2 when it's 1,100, 0.1 when it's 1,200. This way, if the price goes up or it goes down, I still am able to make some money with it. I'm still able to either buy more at a discounted price or actually make more money.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting one. So I suppose that you need some money from not only your investments to do your strategy. So I suppose that you have a job or something like that.
Technically, you're asking how I get my income, and for that, I have the seasonal tokens team, but I mostly rely on the entrepreneurial investments that I do. So as I said, I was an entrepreneur for the age of 6 years old, which is kind of insane if you think about it. Not a lot of you believe me, but I still have friends from when I was 6 years old that they can back me up on this story. They're like, yes, he used to do this and do that. So what I do is I buy a lot of tech from China. It's like kind of drop shipping. And I see, for example, let's say vapes are now in trend. So I go and I invest in vapes. I get the kits, the tools, I learn about it, and I offer consulting as well as I sell the vape. And then same thing with like phone chargers, phone covers. If something new came up, like when fidget spinners came out, I sold a lot of them. And this is how I keep my money, like flowing. And I mostly use that amount because it's technically not a stable income. I use that amount to invest in crypto, whereas I use the stable amount from a regular job for my day-to-day life.
Okay, very interesting. I haven't heard someone else doing like that, especially since 6 years old. So we have a very, very unique story here. Thank you very much for sharing it with our listeners. So it's really great that you're investing weekly and monthly in crypto and NFTs, but there are still a lot of people that wonder if they should do this or wait. So my question for you is, what makes you think that it is good for people to invest in crypto?
Well, first of all, we have to always start with questions like these, like, this is not financial advice, okay? This is just what I personally think. So I personally think is, well, we're still very new to crypto. If people look at how the internet came out and how much FUD and people were against it, you will see that crypto is following a very similar pathway. And actually, in reality, it's actually going faster than the internet. So if you look at the internet adoption and if you compare it to another line of the crypto adoption, you will find out that crypto is being adopted faster than when the internet was being adopted when the internet first came out. So we're still very new. It's still very fresh. Some people, I might advise them to consider waiting until crypto becomes more of a solid ground. And other people, I actually advise, if they're willing to go into risk, is to benefit from these crashes, these quote unquote Bitcoin is dead, and actually buy some. Take advantage. I call this sale season. Every time somebody asks me, what do you call a crash? I call it sale season, because everything is so discounted and you can buy a lot more, and then you make way more money with that.
Yeah, you definitely have right. But like you said, people should do their own research and decide if this is for them or not, because if there are such people that when they invest in something, they want to keep track on it every day, every minute, it will be probably even deadly for them. And I'm saying this from experience because like many years ago, when I started investing in stocks, like I was so attracted to the tables, to the charts, to watch what is happening with my investments, that there were days that I haven't been able to do anything because the price was down, and I was like worried and wondering if I should sell now or wait. So it has been very, very bad for me. So when I realized that, I just thought to myself, it's just not for me at the moment. I have to wait. Probably I have to grow more to be ready for that. And I have sold everything at this moment. When I realized that, then thanks God, I got back to investments, like stock investments before crypto investing. And I thought to myself, like, never do this mistake again. So like, think again if you are going to check the charts every day, every minute, because I have heard many people are doing that, this same mistake like me. Probably it's not good for you to start. Think twice and then do it.
Yeah.